Hey everybody, this is John from Rad Relics, and today we're going to be discussing a topic that I found on the eBay Thrifters board. I love to hang out on this board, and I love to try to give some advice to some of my fellow resellers that are just getting into the game. This fellow reseller asked if they had any advice on old comics, and I wanted to make a quick video because I figured that sometimes if you're out yard sailing and you're looking around trying to find stuff to flip, maybe you'll come across some old comics, and this collection here is pretty amazing. I'm going to show you some of the stuff in the collection that I think is a giveaway that will let you know whether or not you have found some decent stuff. There's no guarantee, but if you're wanting to get into the comic book genre and you want to flip some of that on eBay, we're going to jump right in here real quick. And I'm going to first start by clicking on these pictures and showing you some of the stuff that she has gotten. That is a nice Fantastic Four. There's a Superboy. There is an Incredible Hulk. I can't see if that's 102. A Lois Lane, so there's a mixture of DC and Marvel in these totes. This is an Amazing Spider-Man. It's number 40, and if you look at the covers, you're going to see that this is a 12-cent comic. And when you scroll back, you're going to see that this Hulk is a 12-cent comic. This is a giveaway that if you are looking at comic books on how old they're possibly going to be, like a 12-cent comic book is really old. This is a Silver Age comic. It's super awesome, and you're definitely going to want to pick these up. If you look at the hot rod behind it, it's a 12-cent. We've got a strange stories, strange tales. I think it's Strange Tale Stories or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but this tote here is just chock full of goodness. I'm excited for the person. I hope they find something really awesome. Here's another 12 cent, some 12-cent Amazing Spider-Man stuff, 12-cent Captain Marvel. Absolutely just an amazing amazing tote. Submariner number 2. There's some cool stuff in here. So I hope that they do extremely well with this tote. I just want to show you guys a couple examples of some of the comic books that she showed us in the photos. There was the Marvel Fantastic Four number 55. One sold for 73. Here's one that was 105 that they took a best offer on. That was pretty amazing. Here's one for 72. The next one was that Incredible Hulk 103. Here's one that was 50, 40, 1350, 627, 19 bucks. The last one that we're going to look at here is this Amazing Spider-Man number 40. It's $167. Some of these graded are $300 and $500. So when you're looking at comic books that are that old, it's really important that you take really good care of them. And by doing that, you definitely want to go to like Amazon, maybe your local comic book shop, and you want to get some bag and boards. And there are different ages of comic books, and we're going to jump into that real quick. If you look here, there are 4 major ages for comic books in chronological order. You're looking at Golden Age from 38 to 56, Silver Age is from 56 to 70, Bronze Age is from 70 to 85, and then Modern Age is from 85 to present day. And when you're looking to preserve your books, it's key to know what year your comic book comes from. You can do that by doing some research, or you can just open it up. There's a little paragraph underneath on the very first page. It'll tell you when it was printed. It'll tell you what year it was printed in, and that will let you know. Pretty much Golden Age, they're hard to find. If you find some, that's pretty awesome, but I keep some bag and boards around just in case. Silver and bronze, they're about the same size. You can use the same bag and boards for those, even for those with the modern comics. But it's all about fitment and not moving around in the bag. And if you look over here, like you can buy some bags and boards here from Amazon for 20 bucks for these should be current or the 1985 to like today. Here's some Silver Age bag and boards for $21.88. So it's pretty cheap. So what I would do if I was this person, I would definitely run out, grab me some bags and some boards, and I would be bagging and boarding all this stuff. There's some condition issues that you can see. There's what they call dog earring. There's some probably foxing on the pages. That's where it looks a little fuzzy on the edges, and then there's some roll on this where the spine is rolled, and then there's some markings here where the spine has bent, and then there's like chipping. So these are all terms that you want to know when you're looking at comic books. So when you're listing it, you can say there's a little bit of spine roll, and that's where you can see like the staples are more pointing out towards you. That means just the comic book is just over time from being stored like this, the spines will roll towards you or roll away from you, and they're just not perfect. The foxing, the chipping, the dog ears, all of that is stuff that you really need to understand so that you can adequately describe these comic books. But this is an amazing collection. I'm pretty happy for this person. This is absolutely amazing. I think that they're going to do extremely well with them. And that's Submariner #2. I bet you that's a good book. Let's look that up real quick. Here's one example of that comic book. It isn't as much as I thought it would have been. $24.99 from 1968. So that's pretty cool. That's a neat comic book. That collection is absolutely awesome. I bought one kind of similar to it not too long ago, but the books were in such bad shape that most of them were only worth $2 to $5, $6 a piece. But some of the newer comic books, I want you to understand that some of the stuff from like the mid 80s into the early 2000s, that was a long time ago. And I did buy a collection out probably over a year ago and ended up finding just a ton of good key issues. And probably on that $150 that I invested in that collection, I probably made somewhere around $1,500 because I was able to do what I always do with a collection. When I get it, I'll take it and I will separate it into different types. Like I'll put all the Incredible Hulk, the Amazing Spider-Man, so on and so forth. I break them down into superhero, and then what I will do is I will go to this website called Key Comic Collectors or Key Collector Comics, and then you can actually search by that either issue or title. I like to go by the title so that if I wanted to find, say, if I wanted to find Amazing Spider-Man, and I have a whole bunch of Amazing Spider-Man, this will actually go through and it will tell me, like, if I have the original, the Amazing Spider-Man, there's 297 books, but this one here will go through and it will tell you what each one is worth, and it'll tell you what the key issue is, and first meeting of Spider-Man and Daredevil, fourth appearance of Daredevil, and first appearance outside of his own title. So if you just start searching through these comic books, you'll see that once you get up here, that there's not as many key issues. But here's one that she had that I seen in her pictures. Well, she had both of these. This is the first appearance of Second Vulture, and then this one was iconic art cover by John Romita Jr. So I seen both of those books in her lots, and that's about an $80 book, and that's about a $65 book. So that works out pretty good for them. Let's see if there's anything else. That's a great book here. Second appearance of Kurt Connors as the Lizard. So yeah, you can utilize this. It's called the Key Collector Comics, and you can search by whatever book that you have, and you can go through and you can find the numbers. And what's so awesome about that is when you go to list it on eBay, it'll tell you what's important about the book. You can use that information in the title, like first appearance of such and such, and it's just really helpful. The more information that you can add to the listing is going to make your listings look a lot better, and they're going to help sell your comic books a whole lot more. So I hope you guys found this video entertaining, and I hope you found it informative. If you would go down, maybe hit the like button if you're new to the channel. I am a full-time reseller. We sell on eBay, and I own a pop culture shop. So I appreciate you guys for watching, And you guys keep on digging, keep on picking. And as always, God bless you guys.